Kia ora koutou, everyone. Today we have Harsh Vardhan, who's co-president tangata whenua of the OT Association, and we're going to be talking about the clinical workshops coming up this year. So Harsh, how do you feel about the upcoming clinical workshops?
Well, I'm excited about that, and the theme of the workshop in itself is something which makes me really keen on it. And I have seen there is a good lineup of people involved in doing the preparation for it, and especially the treaty relationship model, which we have been on board for past few years, and it would be an occasion to celebrate that during that time.
And like you were saying, around the committees that are involved with the clinical workshops, they've been able to maintain the treaty relationship model
Absolutely
in the practical operational parts of doing it.
Yes, yeah.
So what does it mean to you to be able to present in a bicultural way? So for people who are going to be doing workshops, what kind of things do they need to keep in mind if they're going to come from a bicultural approach?
Well, I think first and foremost thing to keep in mind is to understand the bicultural foundation of New Zealand, and to be able to understand that is the founding document of the country. And our Trier New Zealand, what we have today, is it came in existence after, it was like not coming in existence, more about two worldviews coming together, like two sovereign nations signing a treaty and working together. And as far as the clinical workshops is concerned, in presentations, thinking about how we can practically put that in our presentations. So to me, it may look like thinking to co-present with someone from the other house. Like if I'm tangata tiriti, can I co-present with tangata whenua? And how we can weave the Maori worldview in my presentation. That is also an important part.
Yeah. And so if you are tangata tiriti looking at wanting to come in and do a workshop or a presentation, what kind of things could be done to make sure that weaving of the Māori worldview is actually in there?
For me, I think the space, creating the right space for the presentation. A simple thing which we could do is, if there are tangata whenua there, and if you see someone senior or respectable, offering them to do karakia, that can be one of the things you can do. As I said, you can co-present with someone, and while you're presenting, you have to think of how to weave two worldviews, and as we do in our treaty relationship model, creating a third space where tangata tiriti, tangata whenua worldviews come together, you blend it, and then you create a third space. And that is something which we can do with our presentations.
And just for maybe some ideas for people doing an abstract, what are some things that you do to ensure that you're practicing in a bicultural way?
When I'm thinking about my practice, I'm more thinking about do I share power? And when I say share power, it's about if I'm doing, say in my area of clinical practice, if I'm interacting with my clients, am I giving them opportunity to contribute in mutually agreed goals of intervention, or where we want to go in terms of that therapeutic process? So I think these things can be kept in mind when you're trying to design your abstract. So if you did say, for example, we have done a project on alert program in primary schools, and in co-design session, what came up was the teachers were not comfortable with the, so it uses three terms like low alert zone, high alert zone, and just right alert zone. They wanted to have Maori words for these alert zones. So we said yes, we can have them. So we had Maori words. So when I'll be presenting, I'll be emphasizing on that co-design part of it and how you weave both the worlds together.
Cool. Well, thank you, Harsh, for your thoughts.
Thank you, Jashi.